On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Splurge.
An extravagant or excessive expenditure, particularly on luxury items or activities, a sudden burst of activity or energy. Verb, to spend a lot of money on something indulgent or extravagant, often impulsively or without regard to one's budget or financial situation.
Examples:
Splurge on a fancy dinner. Went on a splurge. The wedding was a splurge of extravagance, with no expense spared in creating a lavish and memorable event.
Deem.
To consider or decide something in a particular way.
Examples:
Deem socially responsible. Deem wrong or inappropriate. Regarding earthquakes, some commercial buildings were deemed unsafe.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Ado.
An action, fuss, or commotion, often over a trivial or unimportant matter, unnecessary activity or effort.
Examples:
Much ado. Kick up ado. We need to resolve this issue without any further ado.
Blindfold.
A covering for the eyes used to block out light, particularly one used as a means of sensory deprivation or as a form of punishment or revenge. Verb, to cover someone's eyes with a blindfold or similar material, often as a way of preventing them from seeing something or to make a game or activity more challenging.
Examples:
Blindfold game. Blindfold challenge. The doctor administered a blindfold test to evaluate the patient's sense of touch.
Brew.
To make beer or tea by mixing a substance with hot water.
Examples:
Brew a cup of tea. Brew beer. I am going to brew some coffee this morning.
Alarming.
Causing concern or apprehension, causing a feeling of danger, harm, or emergency, unsettling or disturbing.
Examples:
Alarming news. Alarming statistics. The sudden rise in crime rates in our neighborhood is quite alarming.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Categorize.
To put people or things into groups according to their features, types, etc.
Examples.
Categorize the image. Categorize the cause of failure. The biologist categorized the viruses into 4 groups.
Saltiness.
The quality or state of being salty.
Examples.
The taste of saltiness. Enhance the saltiness. She tasted the dish and detected a slight saltiness.
Umami.
A taste sensation that is often described as savory, meaty, or brothy, one of the 5 basic tastes, along with sweet, sour, salty, and bitter.
Examples.
Umami enhancer. Umami flavor. Japanese food lovers appreciate the umami taste of miso soup.
Ditto.
Used to indicate that the same thing mentioned previously is true again. In the same way, noun, a symbol that means the same as above or repeat, often used in lists or tables to indicate that a previous item or value should be repeated.
Examples.
Said ditto. Ditto on that. I loved the first book in the series, so I'm hoping the second one will be just as good. Ditto for the third.
Weave.
To make cloth, a carpet, a basket, etc., by repeatedly crossing a single thread through 2 sets of long threads at a right angle to them.
Examples.
Weave on a loom. Weave a story. The girl weaves a garland for her friend.
Consciously.
With awareness, in a deliberate manner.
Examples.
Consciously aware of a problem. Act consciously. He consciously criticizes her in the publicity.
Misconception.
A belief or an idea that is wrong because it has been based on faulty thinking, understanding, or hypothesis.
Examples.
Dispel the misconception. Commonly held misconception. There are numerous misconceptions about food and health.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples.
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Assessor.
A person who evaluates or assesses something, particularly property or the value of assets, for taxation or insurance purposes. A person who is appointed or elected to a position of authority, such as a judge or examiner.
Examples.
Real estate assessor. Insurance assessor. The tax assessor must be notified if significant changes are made to the property.
Entangle.
To become twisted or knotted together, especially in a way that makes it difficult to separate them. To involve in something complicated or difficult to escape.
Examples:
Entangle in wires. Emotionally entangle. The vines of the plant entangled themselves around the trellis.
Inextricable.
Unable to be separated or escaped from.
Examples:
An inextricable part of life. Form an inextricable bond. The knot was inextricable, and she had to use scissors to cut it.
Gastrointestinal.
Relating to the stomach and intestines, particularly about the digestive system or related disorders.
Examples:
Gastrointestinal disorders. Gastrointestinal symptoms. Certain foods can cause gastrointestinal problems if eaten in excess.
Electroencephalography.
Also EEG, a diagnostic medical procedure that involves the use of electrodes placed on the scalp to measure and record the electrical activity of the brain, often used to assess and diagnose various neurological conditions.
Examples:
Electroencephalography test. Abnormal electroencephalography. She is an electroencephalography technician skilled in performing EEG tests on patients.
Drip.
To fall in drops or make it fall in drops. Noun, liquid or moisture that falls in drops.
Examples:
Drip liquid. Drip from the vicious wound. Water is dripping from the faucet.
Subconscious.
Relating to or concerning the part of the mind that is not fully conscious, but still influences thoughts, feelings, and behavior.
Examples:
Subconscious influence. Subconscious behavior. The subconscious mind is said to hold our deepest desires and fears.
Subconsciously.
In a way that is not fully conscious or aware of.
Examples:
Subconsciously influenced. Controlled subconsciously. He subconsciously picked at his cuticles while he was on the phone.
Iceberg.
A large piece of ice floating in the sea, detached from a glacier.
Examples:
Hit an iceberg. Iceberg melting. The ship encountered a series of icebergs and had to change its course.